Welcome back to another video, guys, and today we are playing a game called Stardew Valley. It's a game that I know absolutely nothing about, so we're gonna have some fun trying to figure out things together. So I did what normal people would normally do, and I put in my name and obviously my farm name. Very normal name, I guess you could say, and obviously had to put in my favorite thing, which is coffee, because if you don't like coffee, then I, I don't know. So, I woke up on day one and I found a present on my floor. So, I decided to open it and I found some seeds. And well, I guess they're seeds. So, I did what normal people would do and I cleared some space and obviously planted the seeds. So, after clearing space and planting the seeds, I decided to obviously water them because that's normally what you do with plants. After watering my plants, I decided to go visit a man by the name of Pierre. This guy will be our best friend for this entire series because he will sell us some seeds so that we can obviously continue growing some crops. After buying my seeds, I realized that Google was telling me that I should have been speaking to Pierre, so I spoke to Pierre because apparently it gives you benefits by being his friend. Apparently, I don't really know very much, but okay. So then I spoke to a man by the name of Gus, because we need friendship with people, and apparently he owns a Star Drop Saloon. Very nice place. So, after buying my seeds, I obviously got back home and started hoeing the ground so that I could plant my seeds. So, after watering my plants, I decided to head over to the mines because the mines is going to be our best friend during this entire series because it will give us some ores so that we can upgrade our tools. Unfortunately, the mines were still closed. I don't know what day they opened, but I decided to go visit another friend called Willie. Now, Willie is a man of fishing. He likes to fish. So I didn't see him there at the docks, but he said that he was gone fishing, so I had to go back tomorrow. So I decided I was going to head home, and that is the end of day one. Very nice gameplay for today. So on day two, I had woken up and I decided I was going to water my plants, because or else they die or like weeds grow on them or something like that. I don't really know. But I decided I was quickly gonna head over to the beach or the pier, to the pier or whatever you want to call it, so that I could speak to Willie. So after talking to Willie, he had given me a fishing rod. So I decided to do some fishing. So when I got back from my fishing trip, I realized I might be in need of trees, but my character decided he was going to pass out. So I woke up on day 3 and I decided to continue my journey on trying to get some wood. Luckily it was raining, so I didn't have to water my plants. So during this series, rain is going to be our best friend. So, after mining a couple of trees, I had decided to create some chests so that I have more space, because that's what you naturally need. So, after creating my chests, I had decided I was going to go check up on the mines, because once again, it is going to be our best friend during this series, because we're going to get ores. But it was still closed. So, I decided I was going to head back home. But then on my way home, I had found this weird, hash room or something like that. But I'm going to need that later on in the series, but you will see that I end up actually just selling it. So, after arriving at home, I realized that I could actually sell the fish, which obviously that's what you normally would do. But then I sold the fish, and then realized that I could actually sell a little bit more and make a little more money. Because money is what we're trying to get. As you can see, I'm contemplating on selling it, but I do end up selling it, not realizing. So I decided to go to bed at a very normal time, 10 o'clock. But then I woke up on day 4. A very beautiful morning. Looked at my mailbox, didn't really give a shit, and then I watered my plants. So, after watering my plants, I decided I was gonna go visit Pierre. But I didn't realize that it was 7 o'clock. They only open up at 9. So, that was a bit of frustration. So I checked the calendar for some reason, then checked what the help wanted thing was. And I saw Mayor Lewis wanted some carp. So I went up to the mountains to catch some carp, but I didn't have very much luck up here, because I kept on just picking up trash for some reason. So after picking up stuff that I didn't need, I decided to relocate so that I had a better chance at obviously catching carp. So, while fishing, I had remembered a little tip that my friend had given me because he plays this game way too much. I will leave a link to his YouTube channel in the description, even though he hasn't posted anything. He told me that apparently using a training rod makes fishing a lot easier, so I ran down to Willie's shop, almost said Pierre. I ran down to Willie's shop so that I could quickly buy myself a training fishing rod. So, after catching the fish, I had given the fish to Mayor Lewis, and he obviously rewarded us with a little bit of money. After giving Mayor Lewis his fish, I had decided to go to bed, because that's what you normally do. I obviously made nothing that day, so I woke up the next day and started taking my plants out of the ground, because they were finally fully grown. So, after doing all that, I realized that the mines were open, so I decided I was gonna quickly go on a quick mining trip. Except I ran into this random fellow called Marlin. Do not give a shit about what he has to say. So, after I had spoken to Marlin, I think I've already forgotten his name. That's how much I do not give a fuck about him. Anyways, I decided to go on a quick mining trip, except he gave me a rusty sword. I wasn't sure why I had that at first, until, well, you'll see. So, after that, I realized why I had the rusty sword, because this creepy motherfucker decided to pop up out of nowhere. So after reaching level 5, or the 5th level, this slimy bastard decided to fucking kill me. So after I had arrived home after my death, I decided I was going to go to sleep. So I arose on day 6 and was met by Clint, or Clint, whatever his name is. He decided to give me a blueprint so that I could finally build a furnace to smelt my ores that I had gotten. So after doing whatever the fuck I was doing, I decided I was gonna go visit the wizard's house. And apparently his door was locked, but I could hear someone inside. So I decided to head back to town so that I could buy some more things. So after I had obviously gotten back to town, I had seen that there was help wanted, so I accepted it. Mainly because why wouldn't I accept some free money? So I went to Pierre and I decided to buy some more seeds so that I could plant. But as far as I remember, I'm pretty sure I bought too many or too little. One or the other. So after standing there for quite literally 1 second, I realized that I should actually plant my plants first. So I ran home to plant my plants, obviously. So after arriving home, I started planting my plants. After planting my seeds, I decided I was quickly gonna run back to the lake, or the hilltop lake, or whatever you want to call it, so that I could get Demetrius his 3 carp that he wanted. After that, we had woke up on day 7, and we decided to water our plants. So, I get that today's video was probably very short for you guys, but also I didn't have a lot of time because I had a deadline and pretty much forgot to edit half that video. And today is kind of the deadline. So, I hope you guys did enjoy today's video. There will be a continuation if you guys would like to see that. But I do love you all, and I'll see you all in the next one.